day, everyone. My name is Vanessa Vivian. My magic number is 65252, and I am representing my team, Wonder Pets. We consist of 8 members who are passionate about wildlife conservation, and our client, the law, submitted a task that assigned us to find out on how to make palm oil plantation more sustainable without harming the environment. First of all, palm oil, or as known as Aleaginensis, was introduced to Malaysia in the late 19th century and becomes the world top producers of palm oil. However, most rainforest in Borneo is now lost due to oil palm plantation purpose. If this happens continuously, there might be an alarming decrease of rainforests and more species extinction will occur in the next decade. Next, we move on to the taxonomy classification of palm oil. This is the taxonomy classification. And for the habitat and distribution, palm oil is commonly found in areas with humid and tropical climate. So the impact of palm oil plantation to our biodiversity includes threatening the wildlife, especially endangered species such as tigers, gibbons, sun bears, and orangutan. And our mission for this study is to seek or to find a better way to yield palm oil without harming the environment. We move on to the conservation component. There are 4 major types of conservation component. The first one is biodiversity component. It comprises of land management in which all palm plantation is conducted in already converted land. Other than that, the use of waste as fertilizer, in which waste from palm oil meal is used as natural fertilizer to reduce wastage. Next is physical component. The first point is conserving soil and water quality by planting leguminous crops to fix nitrogen in the soil and to minimize degradation of soil. Other than that, weed control by using manual weeding or chemical weeding during cultivation of palm oil. My third point is community component. Community component includes conducting educational programs to show the effect of palm oil plantation and also to encourage the public to reduce all palm-based products. And the last point is genetic component. So genetic component includes wildlife corridors that only allow gene flow between small and fragmented population to maintain biodiversity. There are 2 types of wildlife corridors. Number 1 is natural corridors and number 2 is man-made corridors. Next is the forest gene bank, where it serves as site to store gene from different population of species and it represents wide range of genetic diversity. It also incorporates gene pool from threatened, endangered, and fragmented population. Next, I pass the mic to the next presenter. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Vanessa. My name is Muhammad Kashful Azim, and I will be continuing our presentation with the next part, which is infrastructure. So we have come up with several infrastructure plans. So the first one is to provide agricultural use land for palm oil plantation. So oil palm will be planted only on used agricultural land to avoid further habitat degradation and to minimize carbon emission. Next one is to provide lab facilities for research purposes that focuses on oil palm. So it is important for us to provide lab facilities so that we can conduct our research. So our main research for the conservation plan is on the research on increasing yield from a lower amount of kernels to efficiently increase the rate of oil palm production at a time. Next is to provide a facility that focuses on production of nutritional fertilizer palm oil waste. So as we mentioned before, we want to create a natural fertilizer from waste from palm oil mills. So it is important for us to provide facilities for the production of this fertilizer. Next is staffing and manpower. So these are the job descriptions or work scopes for each of our staffs. The first one is manager. So the manager needs to have the ability to supervise, plan, develop, and maintain work systems, procedures, and policies regarding the conservation program. Next is the assistant manager. So assistant manager, their job is to assist the manager in organization, planning, and implementing strategy. Next is the field assistant. Their job scope is to assist in all field operations, and they are recruited from local organizations with knowledge of the area. And last but not least, collaborative partners and partnerships. So these are the organizations that cooperate with us on conservation management plan issues. Next is the work plan and action plan. So for the first one, the timeline or the overview of the conservation project. So it started on February 2021 with the conducting of land use survey and ends on August 2022 on workshop and training of our staffs. So our goals for this conservation project is to achieve a sustainable oil palm production that will not harm the environment and other wildlife. And other goals include provide an agricultural land for the plantation of oil palm to prevent loss of other forests, monitor other forests to ensure there is no logging activities to provide a new land for palm oil, and last but not least, raise awareness on the harmful effects of palm oil cultivation. So next is the budget allocation for our project. The overall total is 140,000 ringgit. That includes staff salaries, staff's accommodation, infrastructure, miscellaneous projects, and marketing purposes. And for our action plan, who will be involved in our project? It is the committee members and staffs, and when it will start. It starts on February 2021. So that is all from us, and if you have any questions, please drop your questions on the comment section below. So thank you and have a nice day.